Jammu, where mountains meet history. Nestled in the northernmost part of India, this city is a confluence of natural beauty and historical significance. The Pir Panjal Range casts long shadows over Jammu, creating a dramatic landscape that has witnessed centuries of history unfold. This ancient land, nestled in the foothills of the Himalayas, is a tapestry woven from diverse cultures and religions. Here, Hindu temples stand alongside Muslim shrines, and Sikh gurdwaras share space with Christian churches, reflecting a rich mosaic of faiths and traditions. Its strategic importance, however, has made it a focal point for conflict for decades. The region's location has often placed it at the heart of geopolitical struggles, making it a hotspot for military and political tensions. Bordering both Pakistan and the Line of Control, Jammu stands as a gateway to the Kashmir Valley, a region contested since the partition of India in 1947. This borderland status has imbued Jammu with a unique blend of resilience and vulnerability. For centuries, Jammu was a princely state, ruled by the Dogra dynasty. The Dogras left an indelible mark on the region, with their architectural marvels and cultural contributions still visible today. Its accession to India after independence was fraught with complexities, igniting a conflict that continues to cast a long shadow over the region. The political and social ramifications of this decision are still felt deeply by the people of Jammu. The echoes of that tumultuous past reverberate in the present, shaping the lives and fears of its inhabitants. Despite the challenges, the people of Jammu continue to strive for peace and stability, drawing strength from their rich cultural heritage and the majestic mountains that surround them. The resilience of Jammu's people is a testament to their enduring spirit and hope for a brighter future. A legacy of strife. The India-Pakistan shadow. The India-Pakistan rivalry looms large over Jammu. The two nuclear-armed neighbors have fought 3 wars since 1947, 2 of them directly over Kashmir. This unresolved dispute fuels distrust and animosity, spilling over into a range of issues, from trade to diplomacy. The Line of Control, a de facto border that divides Kashmir, cuts through the heart of Jammu. It serves as a constant reminder of the fragile peace and the ever-present threat of conflict. The region has witnessed numerous ceasefire violations, cross-border shelling, and militant incursions, keeping tensions high and fueling a pervasive sense of insecurity. The new face of fear, militancy's resurgence. Recent years have seen a worrying trend, the resurgence of militancy in Jammu. After a period of relative calm, the region has experienced a surge in attacks, targeting security forces and civilians alike. This renewed wave of violence has shattered the fragile peace, spreading fear and uncertainty among the local population. Several factors contribute to this resurgence. These include the growing influence of Pakistan-based militant groups, the radicalization of local youth, and the easy availability of weapons. The changing dynamics of the Afghan conflict, with the Taliban's return to power, have also raised concerns about a spillover of militancy into Jammu and Kashmir. Whispers in the wind. The rise of targeted killings. Adding to the climate of fear is the rise of targeted killings. These acts of violence are not random. They are calculated and deliberate, aimed at instilling terror within specific communities. Hindus and members of other minority communities have been singled out and murdered in cold blood. These targeted attacks are not just statistics. They represent lives lost, families shattered, and communities living in perpetual fear. These killings, often carried out by shadowy militant groups, have created a sense of deep vulnerability and fear among these communities. The constant threat of violence looms large, affecting daily life and eroding the sense of safety that every individual deserves. The motives behind these killings are complex and multifaceted. They range from political agendas to religious extremism, each layer adding to the intricate web of violence and hatred. Some see it as an attempt to drive a wedge between communities and reignite communal tensions. By targeting specific groups, these militants aim to create an atmosphere of distrust and animosity, further destabilizing the region. Others view it as a tactic to intimidate and silence voices that speak out against militancy. Journalists, activists, and ordinary citizens who dare to raise their voices are often the first targets, silenced before they can make a difference. Whatever the reason, the impact is devastating, tearing apart the social fabric of the region. Families are left grieving, communities are fractured, and the cycle of violence seems unending. The scars left by these targeted killings run deep, affecting not just the present, but also the future of these communities. Behind the headlines and statistics lie the human stories of loss, resilience, and fear. For the people of Jammu, the conflict is not an abstract geopolitical issue. It is their daily reality. They live with the constant threat of violence, the fear palpable in their everyday lives. Farmers are afraid to tend their fields near the border, fearing landmines or crossfire. Children attend schools that have become fortified structures, a stark reminder of the ever-present danger. The weight of history, conflict, and uncertainty hangs heavy on the hearts of the people, shaping their hopes and aspirations. Tasked with maintaining peace in this volatile region are the Indian security forces. Soldiers, many of them young men far from home, patrol the line of control and the hinterlands, facing constant danger. They are the first line of defense against militancy, their lives on the line every day. The psychological toll on these soldiers is immense. They witness firsthand the brutality of conflict, the loss of comrades, and the constant threat to their own lives. Yet, they continue to serve with courage and dedication, their sacrifices often going unnoticed and unacknowledged. In the shadow of conflict, truth and justice often become casualties. Human rights abuses, enforced disappearances, and extrajudicial killings have been reported from the region. However, impunity for perpetrators remains a major concern, fueling a cycle of violence and mistrust. Civil society organizations and human rights defenders face immense challenges in documenting and reporting on these abuses. They often face intimidation, harassment, and threats from both state and non-state actors. The lack of accountability for past crimes creates a climate of fear and silence, making it difficult to address the root causes of the conflict. While security measures are crucial to containing militancy, addressing the underlying socio-economic grievances is equally important. Poverty, unemployment, and lack of opportunities for youth create fertile ground for radicalization and recruitment by militant groups. Investing in education, healthcare, and infrastructure is vital for long-term peace and stability. Creating economic opportunities for youth, particularly in rural areas, can help counter the allure of militancy. Empowering local communities and giving them a stake in peace is crucial for breaking the cycle of violence. The future of Jammu is inextricably linked to the India-Pakistan relationship. As long as the Kashmir dispute remains unresolved, the region will continue to be a flashpoint for conflict. Dialogue and diplomacy are essential for finding a lasting solution acceptable to all stakeholders. However, the path to peace is fraught with challenges. Years of mistrust, accusations, and counter-accusations have created deep divisions. Both countries need to show political will and flexibility to break the deadlock and engage in meaningful dialogue. Despite the challenges, the people of Jammu harbor a deep desire for peace and a better future. Their resilience and unwavering spirit shine through even in the face of adversity. They dream of a day when their homeland is no longer synonymous with conflict, but is instead a beacon of harmony and progress. They yearn for a life free from fear, where their children can grow up in safety and security. The laughter of children playing in parks symbolizes their hope for a brighter tomorrow, a future where innocence is preserved and dreams are nurtured. Achieving this vision requires a multi-pronged approach that addresses the complex political, security, and socio-economic dimensions of the conflict. It involves fostering dialogue among diverse communities, ensuring robust security measures, and revitalizing the local economy to create opportunities for all. It demands a commitment from India and Pakistan to resolve their differences through dialogue and diplomacy. Diplomatic efforts must be intensified, with both nations recognizing the importance of peace for regional stability and prosperity. It requires addressing the legitimate grievances of the people of Jammu and Kashmir and ensuring their human rights are protected. The voices of the people must be heard, and their concerns must be met with empathy and action. Ultimately, the path to peace lies in building a future where hope triumphs over fear and where dialogue replaces the sound of gunfire. It is a journey that requires patience, perseverance, and a collective will to create a world where peace and prosperity are not just aspirations but realities. The people of Jammu are ready for this change, and with the right support, their dreams can become a reality.